the scenario of the Vapors, it goes like this. We were in I think it was Rochester. We was on tour with Fresh Prince, and we was in the mall. Nobody knew who we was, and these girls, we used to mess with these girls, and they was like, yeah, we, Biz, and we like, you coming to the show later? They was like, I don't know. I said, don't even worry about it, man. They gonna catch the Vapors later, right? And Biz said, he started laughing. If you ever be around Biz, he gets this like light bulb shit that go off like, ding, like, where you get that from? Yo, I'm gonna make a record from that. I swear, I'm gonna make a record from that, right? And his thing, Biz said, so the terminology came from me. But the Vapors story came from Biz. He wanted to be like Rod Serling in Twilight Zone, and he wanted to be in black and white, and he wanted to tell each of our true stories in the black part, and then he wanted to show us coming to light when we made it in the color part. So if you look at the video, you'll get a different view of it now. You look back at the back, and Biz is walking around like, can you feel it? Nothing can save you. But this, you know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be like the Twilight Zone. This is before, this is after. And each story is a true story from our lives. I really tried to get a job at that record shop, that same exact record shop, but it was the owners that owned it before, the Vogel family, which it was called Vogel's. But my man Jeff had took over it and started running it, and he actually gave me a job like 4 years later. Because when I really tried to get a job, I was on probation, so I needed to get some work. You know what I mean? I had a suspended sentence in Jamesburg, so they try to say, look, you get a job, I'm trying to get work. You know what I mean? Like, and they was like, no, sorry, Mr. Lee, we don't need no help. And that's how my story came about. But the whole thing, Biz put that together, and I almost didn't get on the record because Biz lost my part of the record. And we had to put that back in later. Like, we had already finished the album. We was getting ready to go to mastering, and we had to add my verse. So luckily my verse got added and people got to know who I was on that level. You know what I mean? That was my introduction to, I guess, the music business, because from the singles you would always see Swan, or you just would see Biz's face. And from there we all got our light. Kane got his light, Swan got his light, I got my light.
To see more interviews from your favorite New Jersey MCs, watch Can't Forget New Jersey on Amazon Prime.